All right, y'all, day 70. Happy Sunday. I thought I'd pick a topic today that is more on the spiritual side because Sundays are a holy day. And I was thinking back and reflecting on Date with Destiny with Tony Robbins. Kat and I went, and man, it was a really good event. We really enjoyed it. I think it was like 5 to 7 days. It was like a full week. And one of the things that Tony talks about is primary question. He goes, sometimes the primary question that we consistently ask ourselves throughout life often dictates the direction of our life. And I found that to be quite profound because sometimes I think when you're going through your day, going through your task, going through your life, you're like asking yourself the same question over and over, and it could be, why me? You know, I think a lot of people ask themselves that question. There can be like, why not me is another one. I think Tony's primary question, he said when he was up and coming, he said, how else can I help? Which was super simple, because he always wanted to be serving. And so any situation he would go into, he's like, well, how can I help? How can I help? How can I help? Which I think is quite amazing if you frame your question to situations that come up in your life when you're like, how can I help this situation? I think you're always in a constant state of contribution and willing to lend a hand. So I found that to be magical. And then he said through time, he began to ask better questions of himself and of his life. And the latest question that he came up with was, how can I even more appreciate God's guidance in this moment? And I found this question to be, insightful, because if you're constantly asking yourself how you can be more grateful throughout your day, how you can look back and reflect and see the magical ways that God is touching your day, I think that's a really great place to come from. And I think you will only allow for more guidance, more gratitude, more abundance into your day by asking this as a primary question. And I think a lot of people don't put thought into the questions they're asking of themselves, or the question they're asking themselves consistently throughout the day. And I just find it super important. So yeah, what is your primary question? All right, we'll see you on the next one. Take care.